Hey, Knicks fans, shout out to you guys. We crossed 2,000 subscribers recently. That is awesome. That is fantastic. The more subscribers we get, the more videos we can do. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way we can do more Knicks news and rumors videos. Hey, training camp is just around the corner, about 10 days away. So hit that sub button. On today's show, doing something a little different. So stay tuned. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. On today's video, we're going to take a look at 5 different lineups head coach Tom Thibodeau could employ throughout the 2021-2022 NBA season, starting with, of course, the starting 5. I think this will be your starting lineup on opening night. Things could change. Injuries could pop up. Maybe center looks a little bit different. But if you had to ask me right now who will be in the Knicks starting 5 on opening night, I'm going to guess this group. Point guard, Kemba Walker. I think, he still is a good player. I think Derrick Rose coming off the bench makes more sense, so I got Kemba running the point. Evan Fournier, who you gave the bag to, I think he can play the 2 or 3. Got RJ Barrett playing the 3. I think he takes another step forward. Obviously, last year, your all-star Julius Randle, who played at a very, very high level, plays the 4. And then Mitchell Robinson, I think, probably has the inside track to start at center. Maybe Nerlens Noel gets the nod there, but I'm going to lean with Robinson for now. And if this is your starting 5, I think your starting 5 has major upside in New York. I think this group can score. I think they can play good defense. If Kemba can stay healthy, you've got a legitimate point guard for the first time in Lord knows how long at Madison Square Garden. And that's not to slight Derrick Rose. He's just not, peak D Rose anymore. Still a great player, but he's not MVP level anymore. If Kemba can come in, be healthy, and score about 20 a game, that's going to be really good for this Knicks offense. Who will lead the Knicks in scoring this year? Will it be Julius Randle again? Could it be Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett? I think one of those 4 guys will lead the team in scoring. If I had to guess, it'll probably be Julius once again this season. But if you think it's going to be him or someone else, just drop a name down in the comments. All right, lineup number 2. How about the bucket getters? Obviously, the Knicks last year were a great defensive team, need to improve offensively, which I think they did with some moves they made this offseason, getting Kemba, getting Evan Fournier. Kind of a clunky backcourt here. Kemba and Derrick Rose aren't, great defensive players by any means, but they can both score. Evan Fournier can play that 3. RJ Barrett can play that stretch 4. Then you play small ball 5 with Julius Randle. All 5 of these guys can ISO and get a bucket. So I've got this as the bucket getters lineup for the New York Knicks. I think this could be fun to employ from time to time if you were Tom Thibodeau. If you need a bucket, these are probably the 5 guys that give you a best chance. Maybe Alec Burks could sneak in there as well, but I opted to go with these 5 guys. And Julius Randle can play small ball 5. I think you'll see that at times this year. I don't think it'll be a full stagger of Mitchell Robinson, Nerlens Noel, and some Gibson. I think at times they will play small, and Julius Randle is big enough and athletic enough to play the center position. So in this lineup, I've got him playing that stretch 5. Today's show is sponsored by our good friends over at BetUS. Go to the link below, chatsports.com/bet. Use our promo code CHAT125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. You're probably asking, what is BetUS? Well, it's the best sports book in the game with that 125% deposit bonus. Guys, the Giants flamed out on Thursday Night Football. That was a disaster. But maybe you're a Jets fan, or maybe you hate the Jets and you want to bet against them. They're 6-point underdogs at New England this weekend. The over-under only at 43 points. So Vegas projecting a low-scoring affair in this one. If you're feeling good about this game or any other NFL game, head over to chatsports.com/bet. Sign up and deposit $100. That'll get you $125 for free when you use the promo code CHAT125. Okay, let's go to number 3 here. Thibs Dawgs is what I'm calling this one. And there's a lot of dogs on this team, but I opted for these 5 guys. D Rose at the point. Miles McBride at the 2. I think he's going to fit in exactly how Tom Thibodeau wants to play, just a fierce competitor. Julius Randle playing, big 3. He can play the 3, 4, or 5. Obviously, 3 is a bit of a stretch, but with Gibson and Nerlens Noel in there, I had to play Randle at the 3. Maybe this lineup's a bit of a reach. I'm not going to lie. It could be a reach. It'd be nice if the Knicks had another dog at the wing. You could certainly put RJ Barrett in there, but I wanted to mix some different names in here, get Gibson in the lineup from time to time. So that was my Thibs Dawgs lineup. We'll see if that 5 ever actually plays together. There's actually a chance it never happens. Who do you think is the biggest dog on this team? And what's the definition of a dog? Just a baller, a hard-nosed grinder, a guy who's willing to play defense, get the 50-50 balls. Who is that guy on this team? I think there's plenty of them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, the fourth lineup here, make it rain. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's similar to bucket getters. No, this is more of three guys who can just, stretch the floor and shoot from three. Like Derrick Rose doesn't fit this one because he's not a great three-point shooter, although he's gotten a lot better. Immanuel Quickley running the point. Alec Burks, who had a great playoff series against the Hawks. He can really shoot the three ball. Evan Fournier, we know he can light it up from deep. RJ Barrett became a better shooter. Then again, Julius at small ball 5 because he shot over 40% from three. I think if you need a three-point bucket late, this could be the lineup you employ. Kemba can certainly do it as well. You could have a couple of different guys in there, but I do think the Knicks have gotten better shooters, and they've gotten better on the offensive side of the ball. So Quickley, Burks, Fournier, Barrett, and Julius Randle. This is my make it rain lineup for Tom Thibodeau and the New York Knicks. Want to remind you guys to subscribe to us here at New York Knicks Now. The link is below, youtube.com/KnicksTV. We're making as many videos as we can. Kind of the dead part of the offseason, but training camp is almost here, and then the regular season gets going in just over a month from now. I cannot wait to see what the Knicks can cook up at MSG this season. We'll keep you guys up to date with all of it here at youtube.com/KnicksTV. Okay, our final lineup here, the load management lineup. So when they're resting all their older guys, the vets, let's get the young bucks in there. Here's what I got here. Again, quickly at the point, Miles McBride at the 2. You've got Quentin Grimes in there as well. Obi Toppin playing the 4. Then high-flying Jericho Sims playing that center position in this load management lineup. Obviously a bunch of rookie and second-year guys. We'll see how much load management Tom Thibodeau does this year. He usually doesn't do a lot of it, especially not a lot of guys at once. But the Knicks have some young talent, and I want to see these guys get some minutes this year when there are opportunities to do so. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for McBride and Grimes. I think Jericho Sims has potential as a backup center in the NBA. We'll see how much he actually plays this year as a rookie, being a late second-round pick. But I think the Knicks have a good blend of veteran talent and young talent as well to groom under some of those vets that have been around the NBA for quite a while. So there you go. Those are my 5 lineups for the New York Knicks that Thibs could employ this season. Before we sign off, predict the Knicks record for the 2021-22 season. Going to win 45 games, 50, 38. What's their record going to be? Remember, 82-game season is back. Let us know in the comments, and we will see you next time.